T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon, go Dragon, and Godspeed Crew 12.
And liftoff. Freedom flies bound for the International Space Station. 1.7 million pounds of thrust now propelling Falcon 9 and Crew 12. Vehicle is pitching downrange and all 9 Merlin vehicles have lit. We're getting good call-outs on the first stage performance and propulsion so far.
Plus 30 seconds into the Crew 12 mission on board Dragon and Falcon 9. The vehicle is going to throttle down in preparation for Max Q. That's the largest structural load that the vehicle will see on ascent.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Good call outs there.
Stage 1 throttle down.
There's that call out for stage 1 throttle down. Pass through Max Q in a few seconds here.
Max Q.
Great news. We have passed through Max Q.
Vehicle is supersonic.
That call out that the vehicle is supersonic means it's traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Stage 1 throttle up.
Stage 1 now throttling up.
1 Bravo.
That call out for 1 Bravo
Copy, 1
means
Bravo.
we're in the second and final abort mode for the first stage, continuing to get good performance. The crew is now already pulling over 2 Gs. Next up, we'll have a couple events
Stage 2 engine chill.
happening in rapid succession. First is that engine chill on the second stage MVAC engine, and then we'll have MECO, or main engine cutoff, where the 9 engines on the first stage will cut off ahead of the first and second stages, separating from one another. Then the single Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will ignite, continuing to carry Crew 12 to orbit, while the first stage begins its journey back to Earth.
The 9 Merlin engines are starting to throttle down and standing by for MECO, or main engine cutoff.
Stage 1 throttle down.
There's that call out. And in just a few seconds here, we will have MECO stage separation, stage 1 flip maneuver for the booster to make its way back to Earth, SES-1, and the start of the boost back burn.
MECO.
2 Alpha.
Copy, 2 Alpha.
Stage separation confirmed. And execution.
And incredible views. We've had MECO stage separation. You can see that booster coming back down to Earth, and that MVAC engine has ignited, which you can see clearly there on your screen. And the Dragon spacecraft with Crew 12 is still attached to the Falcon 9 second stage. The next milestone that we have coming up will be the start of the stage 1 boost back burn. And that burn is the first of 3 burns that stage 1 has to help it return back to Earth.
We are now 3 minutes and 30 seconds into today's flight of Crew 12. The second stage of the lone Merlin engine has lit and continues to burn, as you can see on your screen. Stage 2 continues to be performing well with a good trajectory, and will continue firing until we reach about 8 minutes into today's flight. And we're getting our first
Dragon,
view.
SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Getting good call-outs of the trajectory, as well as our first
Roger,
views
copy.
of the crew inside Freedom. A few minutes remaining in this burn before a couple of these astronauts will experience weightlessness for the first time. The crew's G-load did dip right when we hit that MECO, or main engine cutoff event, and now it's going to continue to build up again until the second stage shuts down. Everything's still continuing to go well. Now 4 minutes and 45 seconds into today's launch of Crew 12.
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Second stage will continue to fire
Dragon copy, nominal.
until close to 9 minutes into the flight, which will accelerate Dragon to more than 17,000 miles per hour and place our crew in orbit. This Merlin vacuum engine can produce over 220,000 pounds of thrust in the vacuum of space.
Meanwhile, the first stage booster is now on its way back to landing zone 40. Stage 1 is coasting, has already coasted to apogee, and the grid fins are helping to guide it back to Earth. And we've already had the boost back burn, so the next event coming up will be the entry burn. That will be 3 of those 9 M1D engines reigniting, and that helps slow the vehicle down as it's re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Once that entry burn concludes, we use the
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
drag.
Pretty incredible sight right there. We've been watching Crew 12 start their journey to the International Space Station.
They are expected to arrive at the ISS around 3:15 tomorrow afternoon.
All right, let's get back out to West 2's Brevard County reporter Megan Moriarty. And Megan, this instantaneous launch window was really a success.
It really was a flawless launch, and when we're out here, you know, it's very dark out, but as the rocket goes up and launches, it's almost like you're seeing the sun. It's beautiful, and, you know, everyone's in awe. This really never gets old. Now, I keep watching the clock because in about a minute or two, it's about to get very loud here. As that booster returns, it's going to be like a sonic boom. It's going to be very, very loud. The booster will, instead of returning on a drone ship out in the water, instead it's going to be coming back next to the pad where it just went off, so the pad right next to it. Again, it's about to get really, really loud here, but one last thing that I do want to mention is it's about to happen right now, so you're going to hear a lot of loud noise. I think we should listen to it, but then we'll send it back to the anchors at the desk after that. But yes, once they do get to the International Space Station, they will be meeting just one astronaut. It never gets old. It really doesn't. We'll send it back to you guys at the desk for now.
No, don't send it back to us. It's so cool watching her react to that. By the way, good morning, Brevard County. What a wake up there, right, for a lot of folks. We have been watching really this spectacular launch and talking here just amongst ourselves. There really is nothing like a night launch, Eric.
Yeah, so basically the first stage rocket is now coming back. We heard that sonic boom from Megan Moriarty. Now, as you mentioned, all of Brevard County is awake if they weren't before. But another successful landing on the landing zone, and that's actually a big deal for SpaceX. They're no longer using drone ships for these crewed launches. They were able to get enough performance to bring it back, which then increases their launch cadence overall. So kind of an amazing situation with that.
Right, and we have been talking about how timing was everything for this launch. We're going to stay on this shot here as we talk about how vital it was that this got off the ground now when it did, because it needs to catch up with the International Space Station. That is the destination. And so far, everything looking really great this morning.
And for people like myself who don't understand what an instantaneous
Right.
launch actually
Yeah.
means, Eric, you were kind of explaining it to me. I didn't really understand why it had to launch at a certain time.
So the International Space Station is in orbit around Earth. So think of it as they're shooting a gun, and that bullet, this rocket, has to hit another bullet that's moving, the International Space Station. So you have it's go in that second or not, because then they would miss the ISS.
Right.
So then you have to wait for the next kind of opportunity. So, you know, the mathematics and physics are incredible here, but these folks, it is rocket science, and they've got it down to a science. And we do this every single day in our own neighborhood, and it is remarkable to be a part of and watch.
We live in a really cool place.